Welcome, and thank you for clicking on this video. Welcome to episode number 2 in a video series where I am comparing 4 different Mustang Bass pickups. In this episode, we're going to be checking out the Nordstrand NM4. How does it stack up compared to the true custom shop ones we had in episode number 1? Let's find out. If you're just joining me in this series, welcome, and please see episode number 1 where I outline how I am comparing these 4 Mustang Bass pickups. As a brief overview, in episode number 1, we checked out the true custom shop Mustang Bass replacement pickups, and we compared that to the stock Duncan design that came in this Japanese Mustang style bass. In this episode, we're going to check out the Nordy NM4, and we're going to compare it to the true custom shop. In future episodes, I will also be comparing the Mustang pickups from Lawler and also the Curtis Novak Fat Mustang pickup. So stay tuned for those. In all of these, I'm using the identical settings in the comparison. The same cable, same Line6 Pod Go settings, the same Thomastik Infeld flatwound strings, and I'm also keeping it consistent with the pickup height. It's the same volume pot, same tone pot, same capacitor. Everything is the same with the exception of swapping the pickups in and out. So without further ado, let's check out the Nordy NM4. We'll first hear it up with a drum track, so we hear how the sounds sit with the drums. And we'll have 3 different passes. We're going to compare it with the true custom shops with the tone knob at 25%, and then at 50%, and then for the third pass, we'll have the tone wide open at 100%. I'm also then going to mute the drums, and we'll just hear the bass by itself. Same settings. Here we go. Please let me know what you thought of the tones by leaving a comment below. First thing, in terms of raw output and volume, the Nordstrand NM4's output is very similar to the True Custom Shop's output. In terms of the tonal characteristics of the Nordy NM4, in comparison to the True Custom Shop, right away, I hear a much wider frequency spectrum. The lows seem quite a bit more extended and the highs seem to go higher. So I feel it's a broader frequency range that the Nordstrand pickups are picking up. Now, the mid-range sounds quite different, I feel, compared to the True Custom Shop. It has a much kind of a pointier mid-range to it, which might be good if you need to cut through a dense mix. As well, these Nordy NM4s have a bit more of a nose to the tone, so it kind of sticks out a little bit more. Now, depending on what you're going after, and depending on the type of strings you have on, that may or may not be desirable. These Thomastik Infeld Jazz flats seem to already have a bit of a pronounced mid-range to them naturally. So with the extra kind of pointier nose mid-range characteristic of the Nordys, I think that mid-range is much more pronounced and much more in your face. So if you're looking for a tubbier tone, maybe the Nordstrands are not for you. But if you play in a more kind of a rock setting, anything with a denser mix, lots of synths, lots of other instruments going on, the pointier mid-range of the Nordys, I think will certainly help you cut through that mix quite a bit better. Now in terms of the high end, because of the extended frequency range of the Nordy NM4s, there is quite a bit more kind of fret and finger clanky noises, especially with the glissandos that go up the neck. If you play with a lot of ghost notes and you're looking for a little more articulation and more definition to the note, I think the extended high end of Nordy NM4 might help you achieve that. But again, if you're looking for kind of a darker, tubbier tone, then the True Custom Shop, I think, will deliver better in that department. In conclusion, for the asking price of $93 at time of filming, the Nordstrand NM4 seems to have more clarity to the tone, a broader, wider frequency spectrum, and a little more articulation and definition in the high end in comparison to the True Custom Shop. So whether or not the Nordy will fit the role in your life will depend on the tonal goals you're after. But I think it sounds pretty good. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for checking out this episode. Please stay tuned for episode number 3, where I'm going to compare the Nordstrands with the Lawlers. See you next time. Peace.